In the world of horology, dive watches seem to be all too common. I mean, let's face it, all of us are wearing dive watches all the time. Well, except for me right now, but let me get to the point, okay? It seems to me that in 2018, few are as highly coveted as a bronze or brass diver. Yes, that's the thing to have. I mean, there's just something about a brass watch with a healthy patina. It just harkens back to deep sea goers of an era past. Oh, it's so romantic. We're talking rustic simplicity, pelagic durability. Pelagic is just a fancy word for like nautical, or I don't know, look it up. There's just one issue with most brass dive watches, okay? And that's the price. They all seem to carry a pretty hefty price tag. Well, from the depths of 200 meters, the new PONTVS Hydra emerges. And it's got something to say about that. It's 5:49 p.m. Let's get down to business. What's going on, everybody? I'm Jory Goodman, the Time Teller. So as many of you know, I've been testing the new PONTVS Hydra for about a week now. Very, very interesting watch. I've been getting a lot of questions about it lately, so I figured I'd do an unboxing for you guys today. How does that sound? That was fun, wasn't it? Now, I think it's pretty funny because that wasn't the first time I unboxed this watch. I took it out of the box, wore it for a week, then I put it back in the box and filmed myself unboxing it just for you guys. Man, the things I do for you guys. But let's go over the specs on this piece. Another interesting thing, apparently, according to the website, this is a handmade wooden box. So nice little touch. But you don't care about the box, okay? You want to know about the watch, so let's stop wasting time. Talk about this dang watch. This PONTVS Hydra's got a 43mm case, and it's made out of naval-grade 70% copper brass. Now, this watch is powered by the Seiko NH35 automatic movement, so you're getting hacking and hand wind. And again, NH35, very, very prevalent nowadays, especially when we're looking at micro brands. Nothing too special, but it is a really solid movement. It is workhorse movement, and yeah, good movement. Now, this has got an AR-coated sapphire crystal, so no scratches here. And as I alluded to earlier, this watch has got a 200-meter water resistance rating. Some other features, let's see, it's got some C1 Swiss Superluminova lume on the indexes, the hands, and even the crown. Now, the first thing I noticed when I look at this PONTVS Hydra was the contrast between the steel crown and the brass case. Kind of a simple design choice, but again, really interesting to the eye and very fun to look at. And then just outside of this oversized crown, you're seeing these big, pronounced, robust crown guards that just seamlessly flow into the lower lugs. And guys, listen, although I'm using words like robust and big and bold, this 43mm watch is actually quite wearable. So let's go ahead, take off my Frederic Constant moon timer and throw on the PONTVS Hydra on my 7.5-inch wrist so we can see what it looks like. So here it is, the PONTVS Hydra on my 7.5-inch wrist. Again, 43mm case. It is solid, but it doesn't feel bulky or awkward. It doesn't feel unwieldy at all. Now, the PONTVS Hydra does have another added feature that should instill confidence when you're wearing the watch. This watch does not have spring bars. The lugs are threaded, so a crossbar will actually thread directly into the lugs, which mitigates any chance of a spring bar failure. So very, very fun. And again, some added confidence there. I don't even want to think about how hard you'd have to knock this watch in order for it to come off of the strap. The watch would probably break at that point, and your wrist would probably sustain some injury as well. Now let's go ahead, bring you up close. We can take a look at the dial. You'll notice it's very, very tidy. Not a whole lot going on, not super busy. That's very appealing to some people. And again, although there's not a whole lot going on the dial of this watch, it still bears some intrigue. There's some interesting texturing on that kind of matte dial, and the indexes are applied, so it adds to somewhat of a dynamic look. Now, one of my favorite things about this watch is the bezel, and I know it sounds kind of simple. Most watch companies should have bezels down by now, but surprisingly, a lot don't. This watch has a very smooth yet positive unidirectional rotating bezel. Again, sounds simple. You'd be surprised how many watches have sloppy bezels. So far, the PONTVS Hydra seems to be a very, very solid watch, but it wouldn't be a review for me if I didn't find something to complain about. Now, as I stated earlier, this watch has C1 Swiss Superluminova on the indexes, the hands, the bezel, and even the crown, and that sounds awesome, but it doesn't work well, guys. The lume is not great, a bit lackluster. I wish it was a bit more vibrant. So I know, guys, okay, Seiko has probably spoiled us a little bit with their LumaBrite lume. I mean, LumaBrite is incredibly vibrant and it will last a very long time, but C1 Super Luminova, again, leave something to be desired here. But let me know what you think, guys. Leave me a comment. Maybe that's kind of a minimal complaint, but I just wish they had better lume on this watch. It takes a whole lot to kind of charge it up, and then when it is fully charged, it doesn't shine that vibrantly. Yeah, I wish it was better. Okay, so we've spent some time with the PONTVS Hydra, and we've gone over some of the things I like and some of the things I think need work. And I've come to the conclusion that this PONTVS Hydra is a fun, solid watch to wear that's easily worn daily. And I think I should mention, guys, although this watch is limited to 150 pieces, you can actually get it for under $500. In fact, you can get it for under $400. In fact, you can get it for under $300, because right now, this watch is selling for $250. So guys, listen, I get a ton of questions about bronze and brass divers, and again, most of them are quite expensive. So for $250, I think you'd be hard pressed to find something better. So there you have it, guys, the brand new PONTVS Hydra 200-meter brass diver. Very, very cool everyday watch. But let me know what you think. Leave me a comment. I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope the rest of your Monday is amazing, and I hope you have an awesome week. And I want to thank everyone who's entered the giveaway so far. There's still a little bit of time to enter if you haven't already, so click the link in the description below. Find out how to enter. I'll be choosing the winners of the giveaway at the end of this month. So again, you have a few more days to enter. Do it. And as always, I want to thank you so much for checking out the Time Teller shop. Link in the description below. Click that link, shop around. It really does help the channel out a ton when you do that, so thank you. And if you're new here, if this is your first time joining us here at the Time Teller channel, I want to say thank you so much for stopping by. Go ahead and click that subscribe button. It takes 1 second. It helps me out a ton. And while you're at it, you can go ahead and click that little bell icon so you do not miss an episode of the Time Teller. There is just so much more awesome content on the way, and you don't want to miss it. I'm telling you guys, please like, comment, and subscribe. Share this with other watch enthusiasts, other people that you think would enjoy this. I'm Jory Goodman, the Time Teller, and always remember, I didn't invent time. I just tell it.